Hello, this is RCKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, today we're bringing another benchmark test, and this is of the Asus Memo Pad 7. So this was the best rated inexpensive tablet of 2014, and today we're going to see just how it ranks on the benchmark stats. So we're going to go through a couple of these. The ones we are using here today are CPU Z, CPU Benchmark, 3D Mark, and then AnTuTu. So first thing is CPU Z. What this tells us is what is on board. Alright, and what is on board is going to be the Intel CPU. It's the 4000 series, and it is a 1.8 gigahertz quad core, which is not only quad core, but it is a 64-bit chip. What significance is that? Nothing really. It doesn't really mean anything because apps aren't made for 64-bit yet. I'll actually show you later that even this version of Android is not made for 64-bit. However, with Lollipop, that'll change a couple of things. So in terms of the graphics card, it's pretty much a standard one, which is just the PowerVR version, which is Intel's graphics card. And in terms of the DPI, it is going to be 320 with a 1920 by 1200 screen resolution. And it has 2 gigs of RAM total, and about half of it, a little less than half of it's being used right now. It does come with 16 gigs of storage, and about 7 gigs are available of that. Alright, so now let's check it out, and you can see the kernel, everything is going to be, again, made for 64-bit, even though this version of Android is only 32. So when we check out the CPU Z, we can see the results, and it is above the LG G2, but well below, say, the NVIDIA Shield. So good processor overall. Again, we see that it's above the G2 and the S4, even the Nexus 4. So pretty good in terms of just raw processing power. Now when we go to the graphics portion, well, this we don't expect as much, right? It's an Intel-based graphics card. Those are notoriously not good in any sense of the form. But when we actually go through it overall, we see where it lands. So this device lands right here, which is below, say, like the S5, but we do have it above certain important devices out there. It is faster than the G3. It is faster than the Desire I. It is better than the iPhone 6, the Flex, even actually the Asus phone pad that's also out there. So in terms of which ones it's better in graphics, it's going to be better than a good amount, although obviously it will fall below the wayside of some superior models, such as some Xperia, some Samsung, and some other devices out there. Really, those are the two top ones. But in terms of the quality overall, it's pretty good. It's medium of the road. And now we, of course, have AnTuTu, which in AnTuTu we test out everything in terms of processing power and graphics power. So this is where it lies. So you can see at the top we have the Note 4, the Mizu, and the OnePlus One. Below it we have, right above our device, we have the Galaxy S5, and below that we have things like the Nexus 5 and the G3 and the HTC One, the original one. And you can see even the Asus Zenfone, Asus' newest phone, is going to be at the 5, and it's all the way down there. So in terms of how it really shares between them, well, it's a pretty decent device overall. I mean, it's faster than the G3, which is definitely, standing out. So it's pretty good in terms of where it ranks and where it lies. I feel this is a pretty good indication of, where exactly it is. And yeah, I would say it's pretty good overall. And in here you can see this version of Android is actually a 32-bit version. So again, it's not taking advantage of the 64-bit architecture. And again, it's just because older Android isn't made for 32-bit and the apps aren't made for it either. But overall, AnTuTu, I will say, is counting the 64-bit chip. So I do give it credit for that it is actually seeing that it is a 64-bit chip, and it does take that into account when testing it out. I believe that's one of the reasons why it scored above devices like the G3 and the Nexus 5, is because it is a 64-bit, and the test is actually been updated to run 64-bit, so which is rare for an app to do, but it has done it. Alright guys, so that is the benchmark result. Were you impressed by this device? Did this device surprise you? For under $200 tablet, it's not bad by any means. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.